introducing eminent scientist and the lead man of India, Mr. Venkatesh Tuppil. Sir, it's an honor to have you with us. So what is your feedback after using ELCLEAiR? What are your observations?
Very interesting question, because I've been using this ELCLEAiR maybe for about last 10 days, 15 days, I tell you. It is not the duration of the period for which we use, it is the effectiveness of the thing. I asked this question to few others also. If you are given this, if you have this kind of ear, what is your feeling? Couple of them told me what I had in mind. See, we all live in cities, polluted air. Breathing becomes a challenge. We have to breathe. We know we are breathing. We also know that this air is not clean, with full of dust, full of lots of pollution. My feeling after using this is, when I go to a forest, when I go to seaside, mountains where clean air is plenty, I get that feeling that, oh God, I am getting that kind of air, because I know this particular equipment by Rock Forest Technologies India Private Limited, they have put in a lot of efforts, I know. They are able to take out all the respiratory suspended particulate matter through HEPA. And also air is exposed to ultraviolet radiation, like what happens in high mountains or at the seaside with ozone-rich air, which is clean and pure. My feeling is, I feel I am getting a pure, clean air by this equipment.
Sir, during this uncertain crisis of COVID, would you recommend this to ICMR?
See, Indian Council of Medical Research is very keen on providing gadgets, encouraging people to use gadgets which are effective. The Government of India is very serious about this. Now, they need some inputs from experts on whether the gadget is appropriate or not. Based on that, they definitely will recommend. Not on commercial dimensions of that, but effectiveness of that. I feel that the equipment from Rock Forest Technologies, which has very good claims, which are also endorsed by Enable Accredited Testing Laboratory, YAPMO, in Bangalore, that it sanitizes the air. It removes suspended respiratory particulate matter, and also it has other benefits. I strongly recommend to any organization, whether it's Indian Council of Medical Research or State Medical Council, or whether it is a medical association, a hospital, clinic, I would like to recommend to people that by using this, definitely the environment in which this is used will be far, far better, superior, and also reduces the incidence of any kind of chances to get exposed to infections. I strongly recommend this to Indian Council of Medical Research to, if they want again have verification of what is validated. The industry has validated, the testing laboratory has endorsed it, Foundation for Quality India has endorsed the test certificate. I think based on this, the Indian Council of ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, can verify by their experts and issue a letter.
Sir, do you find any health hazard using this ELCLEAiR?
See, people talk about health hazards associated with UV light, because we should not get exposed to UV light for too long. This is UV light based. But getting exposed to UV light means what? Direct exposure to UV light. Here, what I have found in this equipment, only when you open the drawer, for a fraction of a second, you can see that UV light. Otherwise, you don't see. I know UV light is hazardous to eyesight, vision. If you go to high altitude, I'm a mountaineer, I trekker, I go to high altitude, we are exposed to UV light of more or less quite a serious intensity of UV light. We use Polaroid glasses and things like that to prevent ourselves from what is called snow blindness when we are on slow, when light gets reflected on the pure snow, pure ice. Here, the manufacturers I have seen have taken adequate precautions to prevent anybody getting exposed to UV light. Therefore, here, this question what you asked, is there any hazard using this equipment, doesn't arise, because I find it quite safe.
So why FQI is endorsing this product?
You see, the Foundation for Quality India is a national body. This national body is focusing on its vision. The vision of the Foundation for Quality India is empowering people in all walks of life. It may be a common man on the street, it may be an industry like you, it may be user. We want to empower people to have a quality life. Now, the product which is now in place now, the ELCLEAiR product, which is purified, air is desanitized by this equipment. This use of this equipment is definitely going to make the quality of people better, the health quality, their working ability, their health status, so many things, it's not just one. They feel calm, quiet, they don't get agitated. When their air they breathe is pure and clean, like when you go to mountains, when you go to rivers, when you go to forests, you are more solace. That kind of feeling when it comes, work productivity also increases. Therefore, the quality of life improves. Therefore, the empowering people to improve the quality of life in all walks of life. This is the thing. We have a technical committee to review, examine what the industry claims about their product, and also review the laboratory test report about industry claim. If both of them match, then the technical committee recommends, approves for the endorsement of this product for a certain period of time. The minimum period of time is for 2 years. By that time, industry might bring in some changes in technology, some additional value may be added to that. Therefore, 2 years period endorsement letter is given. This endorsement letter is more or less accepted by most of the government. Foundation for Quality India is an internationally known organization. It is known all over the country. In almost every state, people are aware of this, especially the government in the quality department. They look at the endorsement certificate and they accept it. That is the beauty advantage of this certificate. Endorsement certificate is also accepted by various corporates and industries. I especially healthcare industry. The healthcare organizations, they straight away take the endorsement issued by the Foundation for Quality India. The reason is the Foundation for Quality India has been training healthcare sector people for over almost 10 years in the achieving quality, complying with several international standards, whether it's a medical laboratory quality or health clinical audit, or whether it's a patient care. Foundation for Quality India is involved in that. Hence, the endorsement is, we are very proud to provide this endorsement to products like this, especially when a startup company like the Rock Forest has come out with something affordable, something useful, something which is needed in the days of Corona. People are, they don't know where to go. At least when they are given something to hold on, definitely, people will go in for using this at their offices, in their homes, where they have children, old people. Definitely, it's going to help.
Sir, during this time of COVID, where all do you recommend this product?
It's $1 million question. I recommend this product to places where people live, people visit, people gather, people work, and people interact. Which are these places? Homes, where they live, schools, colleges, and public places, offices, industries. More than any of this is the people where they assemble, like places of worship, places of performance. Suppose there is a art or a music festival, such gatherings also should be protected. Maybe in place of one, there might be 10 units put all around and keep the whole environment clean. Like police stations, hospitals, clinics, and old age homes. I recommend this to old age homes because old people are more vulnerable. And the babysitting areas, crush, where people, these days, youngsters, both husband and wife will be working. Where do they put their child? In a crush. How do they know that place is safe for their child? Suppose this equipment is available there, it's a closed door, and if it is kept running, I am sure the children, the babies, little toddlers will be safe. Old people will be safer, even in old age home or wherever they are, where this equipment is used, because the lab report has demonstrated evidence that this is very effective.
Sir, manufacturer claims the sanitization of room air and even the clothes get sanitized, and the test results also says that. What is your opinion?
You see, manufacturers can claim anything. Invariably, manufacturers claim with confidence that any testing laboratory will endorse it. Good manufacturer will always do that. In this case, when the manufacturer has claimed that it sanitizes the cloth we are wearing from any kind of, suppose, infections, like COVID infection, let us take. Because we are walking around, somebody coughs and sneezes, something comes and settles on my cloth, and I know it remains for next 12 hours or 14 hours. But how does this, getting into the room where this equipment is kept, sanitizes this, my cloth? I'll tell you. The air coming out from the laboratory report I have seen, which sanitizes anything on the surface. Materials like wallet, watch, and spectacles and mask, if you keep it in that drawer where you have facility to get it exposed to direct ultraviolet light by LED, it sanitizes, we agree. But when it sanitizes the air, and we are in that sanitized air, that air will have certain characteristic properties, negative ions. That negative ion is injurious to any kind of a bacteria, virus, or a particle, and it breaks the membrane of the virus, surface membrane. The laboratory report has very clearly mentioned that various distances where the culture media plates were kept, and the air which is already sanitized has also sanitized the media plate where nothing could grow. That means the cloth we are wearing, which is exposed to this purified or sanitized air, will give us a guarantee that any kind of COVID or any infection also is taken care. I believe that the claim made by the industry, which is supported by the laboratory, testing laboratory, based on that we have also endorsed that this is a clean air. Clean air doesn't mean safe air all the time. Air may be clean, we may not be able to see particles by naked eye. But in this case, it is not only clean air, it's a safe air. Why I can say safe air? The air where we are safe. Understand? This is how we should look at it. We need clean air, we need safe air. By getting the air which is going through this particular sanitizer, we not only get clean air, we get safe air also.
Sir, is it safe for human and pets?
Okay, it's not only safe for humans, even to your pets at home. Because people have a lot of pets, dogs and cats and things like that, The safety is not only for humans, safety for all living beings. Maybe plants, indoor plants, is it safe? Yes, definitely. What does this do? It destroys bacteria. We have both good and bad bacteria. Coronavirus is a bad virus. We may have something which is required, good one also. Now because we have to get immunity, getting exposed to some of the bacteria and viruses, right? Now this particular system, it cannot differentiate between good and bad bacteria. It destroys the bacterial cell wall or viral cell wall. Therefore, its intent is to destroy. What we need is, we don't want the bad viruses, bad bacteria, bad fungus. Therefore, it takes care of that. What about good ones? When we go to clean environment again, when I say clean environment, safe environment, we have other bacteria, good bacteria, will come back to us. We will not be deprived for lifetime from those bacteria, but we will be deprived of the coronavirus for rest of the time, Therefore, this in a way is beneficial because it destroys unwanted, deleterious bacteria and viruses.
Sir, would you like to give a take-home message for this product?
Sure. You see, it is a new product to many. Not many people are aware of this. Now, when anything new comes, people are very apprehensive. Oh, should we spend money on this? Will it be effective? And things like that, isn't it? But I would like to tell one thing. No doubt you all have curiosity to see and say whether it's good or bad. But looking at the cost, looking at the benefits, I strongly recommend try this, take this, try this. I am not marketing this product. I am only telling you that you have nothing now. At least you have something to hold on to. That is this. Hold on to this. And I'm sure the family members and people who are going to use this are definitely benefited. The take-home message is, have faith and trust in this scientific gadget which is scientifically produced and laboratory has tested and it is endorsed.